Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, June the 21st, 2023. Wednesday, June the 21st. First, officially the longest day of summer. The longest day. Let's start with Molly. They're really deciding to just decimate her little plans of motherhood. You know, she was having some tests to see how many eggs are viable to be harvested. And unfortunately, she got the results that the endometriosis contaminated the eggs. I'm not a doctor, so I won't dispute it, but sounds suspect to me. I think that was convenient writing on their part. So now she doesn't really even have nothing viable to harvest. They would have to do some kind of treatments, some testing, and she really doesn't want to have this done right now. But she is going to need to start on that hormone therapy they wanted to put her on to relieve the pain. But she told TJ, she wants to just take a beat right now. Their whole life has been consumed with now tests and doctors, and right now she just wants some normalcy. Just go to the Savoy, dance, just get back to their life for a minute before they have to start really making other long-term decisions. So he agreed. We never really know what TJ is thinking because he pretty much does everything for Molly. You don't really know how he truly feels inside. So we'll see. There's some trouble brewing, but I do like this Molly. I'm used to her. I like her as Molly. She actually reminds me enough of the original Molly. And to me, she and the actor that plays TJ, they have good chemistry together. So I like her as Molly. I really, really do. So now let's go to the other good stuff. We have Portia going in. You couldn't help. Why are you kissing my husband? Oh, she was in there indignant. And Jordan is like, okay, so listen, it was a one-off. It's over. It means it's nothing. And Portia, no, you were kissing my husband. You were harboring. Oh, she wanted. I want to know how it happened. I want to know that. My whole thing is, look, go talk to Curtis. You want to know all that? No, she goes, I heard from Curtis. I want to hear your side of the story. And it would be, no, I don't owe you my side of the story. Okay. You were separated. And one thing Jordan did tell her, don't put too much on what happens when you're separated as to, true bearing. She goes, Curtis is back with you. And then Portia's like, I want to know who walked away. Which one of you? Was it you or was it Curtis? Portia didn't even dignify that with an answer. She said, you know what? All of this. Now, are you mad at me, Portia? Are you mad at Curtis? Or are you mad at yourself? And Portia couldn't answer it. She takes her purse and she walks out. Now we have Trina at the Savoy talking to Curtis, wanting to know her mama's business. I need to know. I know my mother was upset. I want to know, does it involve you? Blah, blah, blah. Secrets, and I have a right to know. Curtis ended up telling her. And Trina was like, oh, okay. Now, I know my mom's upset, but she goes, you both were separated, and I know how the news affected all of us. It affected you. It affected me. It affected my father. So she's like, I'm not really holding against Curtis against his actions. She said, but I just, the lies. Why did you not tell her right away? He said, because it was in a delicate, we were in a delicate spot and I didn't want to hurt her. I had every intentions on telling her. And I'm thinking, no, the longer you didn't, the longer you wouldn't. That's the way it goes. You got a car alarm going outside. But anyway, the longer you don't tell her, the more you won't tell her. So Trina said, you know, all this trouble because of secrets and lies, my father is the only one who honored his marriage vows and was faithful. You know, my father was the only one. Now, you know what's interesting to me? I don't know. Daily recap folks remind me of this. Years ago, didn't Taggart and Jordan have a thing? But it was probably after Taggart was divorced from Portia. I something in the back of me says they had a thing. I don't quite remember. But anyway, Portia left out not really getting what she wanted, right? She wanted to put Jordan in. Jordan's like, you know what? Look, it's over. Now, you're either going to be with Curtis or you're not going to be with Curtis. That's up to you. And she was like, I'm done. I am definitely done with this whole situation. And I was like, good. Don't let Portia think. She goes, and I praised you for saving my daughter. And all along you were pining trying to get my husband. And Jordan should have said, the praise, the work I did and helping getting your daughter, that stands alone. What does that have to do with anything, Portia? Now that you know, Curtis and I kissed, but that was after he got back. Do you wish that I hadn't helped save your daughter? Yeah. See, that's exactly what I would have said to her. One had nothing to do with the other, period. Chick. And then Jordan threw back up. Yeah. You know what? Just like none of this wouldn't have happened. The kiss wouldn't have happened if you would have told Curtis the truth from the beginning. And Portia goes, oh, and there you go. You cannot, never pass up the opportunity to throw that in my face. It'd be yes, every opportunity. So no, every time you come at me, I'm pushing back with that. Every time. So think about that, right? Don't think it ain't gonna happen. And then that will stop Portia from coming at her, right? Then we have Sam. Good to see Spinelli. Love seeing him. Sam arranges a meeting with Spinelli and Cody. And initially, Spinelli, because Cody blackmailed him. That was a whole stupid storyline when Cody got there. But they would snipe at each other. But ultimately, Spinelli doesn't like Gladys. And Cody said, look, do it for Sasha. Sasha doesn't deserve this. And he did say, Gladys is messing with her finances. He didn't go all into it. But he goes, I'm innocent. And Sasha's being taken advantage of. So he goes, yeah, us going after Gladys ultimately is going to help me, but it's going to help protect Sasha. And that's the most important thing. So Spinelli said, look, I'll do it for Sam and I'll do it for Sasha. So what they did is Cody calls Gladys and said, hey, I want to talk to you. She goes, and why would I talk to you? He said, oh, because you're going to need to hear this. So she says she was at the, rooftop. So they go and she looks at Spinelli and she goes, and who is this? Almost talked to him like, who's this little rat? Looked her nose down at him. And so Cody, they're bluffing her, but possibly not, because Spinelli said, he was able to hack into her app and get some timestamps. He goes, I was able to see, because he says, we have information that definitely puts you in a different location and showing your steps and how far you walked and everything else. And how would you get that information? And Spinelli says, oh, you gave permission. You know that app that you signed up for? that tracks your steps when you're exercising? Well, pretty much, and actually it's so true. When we get these apps, we're agreeing for them to sell our information. Third party, we actually are. We always we hand it over, right? So she just, no, that don't mean nothing. And he goes, oh yeah. The amount of distance you traveled during that period of time where Cody was changing before he went on, changing to go perform, and the location, the GPS locations, oh yeah, it puts you there. And she's just looking. And he goes, coupled with the Spinelli, the false allegations you made against Jason, that you saw him discarding the weapon that killed Franco. The police will know you falsely accused. Now what, this is your second person? And she's just looking, right? So we'll see. Sam was sitting closer to the bar, had a listening, her earpiece in her ear, and she had a microphone in the magazine, and Christina comes up and just talking. Sam closes the magazine so she can't see the microphone. She's still trying to hear, and Christina's still talking. And so Sam tells her, listen, why don't you go get us a couple of mimosas? And she goes, oh, okay. She goes, and get them from the downstairs bar. This one takes too long. And I was thinking, really? Because there's nobody there, but okay. So Christina goes to walk away. She goes, look, not that I don't like a gift horse, look the gift horse in the mouth, but it seems like you're trying to get rid of me. And Sam looks at her and she says, cause I am. Now beat it. Right? And Christina, let's see, now let's go make Christina argue. Sam should have told her when she sat down, Chrissy, now's not a good time because I'm on a case. And Chrissy would have been looking like, who? Because she knows Sam's a PI. Who you surveying? She goes, you know what? Let me tell you something, Chrissy. My client's confidentiality is key. But I'm working. We can catch up later. I'll meet you tonight. Okay. Bye, Chrissy. She should have just told her and got rid of her that way. Pretty much Sam is missing the whole exchange because Christina's still talking. Right? So now we have, oh, that's the wrong one. Goodness, everybody. I got the wrong picture there. That's all the pictures I have for that I captured for General Hospital. But the show didn't move too far. Yada yada yada. Trina trying to protect her mama. We'll see what Spinelli and Cody shook from Gladys. Gladys likes to go down until she has no reason but not to tell the truth. But that's pretty much what happened. Let's go to Comment Corner. And on Comment Corner, we have Coretta says, Amy's last name is Dristo. Thank you. I said Vining. Dristo, because Elizabeth was saying Nurse Dristo. She called her Amy and then Nurse Dristo. I heard Cameron Matheson is going to do a Hallmark movie. So that might be a reason he's going to do some time in prison. That would be an excuse for him to be off screen. You are right. That would be a reason. So maybe he'll do 3 to 6 months. I really think it'll be more 3 because it doesn't take Hallmark movies that long to be made. Michael says, Amy Duristo is a true busybody, similar to Amy Vining back in the day. Yeah. Amy was a busybody too. Curtis really should have never hid the kiss. Portia better count her blessings. I like the scenes between Trina and Curtis. Jordan is going to continue to show class and tell Portia off in a classy way. Nina got her ring back. Nina's right. Carly's always protected from herself and her crazy schemes. She's got to complain to the writers. Oh, really? Look, that's the way they write that. I'm with Sam. Why sacrifice yourself? These people supposed to have money and influence. Great recap. I'm just gonna say I am says Taggart needs a job. He sure does. And then I am says Amy Vining was Laura's sister. I wonder what happened to her. Linda says, I have a question. Did Nina push Ned? Why was Chase looking at Nina in that way? The way he was looking at her. I like why were you behind Ned? And why didn't you say something about being behind Ned and Nina? It's possible that the director didn't want us, the viewers, to see what happened to Ned. Just saying. Well, no, if you go back and watch that scene that day, Nina was running up behind Ned, but Nina stopped as soon as she got to that doorway. Ned clearly tripped on the towel. Even the camera showed his foot getting caught up in that towel and he fell. Reason why I know, I was actually trying to capture a screenshot of the picture of Ned with his foot caught in the towel, hung up on the towel and starting to fall, but it all happened so fast I could never get a clear enough shot. It was all so blurry. So no, Nina did not push him. She was not that close to him. And Lucy said, Team Cody, Samantha, and Spinelli equals a Gladys takedown. I hope so. They are on the case. Spinelli's going to find out about Sasha's money. And then we have Sasha and Lucy and Maxie talking at the table, and Gladys was trying to throw shade on Cody, and Sasha was backing Cody. So anyway, that was before she went up to the rooftop. LaShanta says, Curtis don't care. She's mad. Jordan's a threat. Not only Jordan, but Curtis too. Amy is annoying like Amy Vining. Yes. Sonny's nonchalant about Drew. Nina keeps digging a hole. I can't wait. Sonny talks too much. That's how she found out. Sonny and Olivia were talking, I know, about Carly's business. He wants his on hush, but he tells everybody else's. Sonny is just gullible. Sonny used to never be gullible. And he used to not tell other people's business. I don't see what's happening here. Look at everything after Nina told that's it. Look at everything after Nina told that's it. Sam's mad at Curtis. No, Sam's mad at Carly, but it was Drew's choice. Carly tried talking him out of it. I feel like Jordan should have made Matt commissioner. Me too. Taggart was borderline crooked. He harassed Sonny and Jason every chance he got back in the day. I know. Sabrina says, hey, Daily Recap lady. Hope you're having a great day. Regarding Portia, I'm so sick of her. She's going to mess it all up anyway by trying to turn Trina against Spencer. Yes, she is. Sherry says, I think they might make an example of Drew and not give him this deal. I wonder if Taggart being in this position will lead him to Curtis and Wu. Mac told Robert that they were watching her at the Savoy. And then DB says, I will lead him somewhere. Taggart shows up to work, not in his town. It will lead him somewhere. Taggart shows up to work, not in his town. I don't get that part. Hello there says, yeah, it's going to lead to Taggart and Curtis teaming up to take Wu down. That's going to be interesting. Mac told Robert a few weeks ago that he had been surveying Miss Wu for months and they're getting closer to take her down. I actually thought Mac should have been chosen for commissioner as well. I wonder if it may create some animosity between him and Taggart. Also, with Jordan moving up to deputy mayor, I smell something brewing. Somebody will get dirt on her with Zeke and fight to have her removed. I don't think so. Ned as Eddie May will be a hoot. I'm in the minority, but there he was always funny back in the day. And then Jackie says, Amy Driscoll. That's right. Amy Driscoll is her name. Medora said, Mac didn't want to be chief of police because he was talking about retiring to Dante. I remember him talking about retiring to Dante. He wouldn't be a percent replacement. And then Medora says, Portia is about payback. She wants to be forgiven always, but she does. She can't do the same. But Zeke was over the line, trying to come between a father and his daughter. There is more to Zeke than meets the eye. I 100% agree. We just don't know yet. DB says, you're right, Daily Recap lady. Zeke is creepy, but so is Jordan when she tries to be sexy. I know she can't pass that off. I'd rather see Jordan with Taggart. It will be interesting for Portia to see Curtis falling apart when he finds out what happened that night. It should have been him. Oh, I know what happened with Zeke, because Curtis, that would have been interesting if that would have been Curtis and Jordan. The way he holds her and her alone to higher standards than everyone else. And then Ron says Jordan should have shut Portia down as soon as she walked through the door. Somebody has to. And Nina was lucky to get that ring back, but the fat lady hasn't sung yet. DB says, I'm calling it right now. If it takes too long, it will come out. Ava will make sure Sonny finds out. She's low key, can't wait. I know Ava really kind of wants Nina to suffer some consequences secretly. She absolutely does. I feel that as well. Well, that's it, everybody. That is the daily recap for General Hospital. I will be back tomorrow.